Get ready. Let me just say hello and then I'll fix my light. How are you guys today? Yeah, it is Thursday. Let me get my light going. I forgot to put my light on. It's a little dark in here. Whoa, that's a little bright. Yeah, so I'm a cartoonist and a writer for various publications. I see that Haps has a new face. I'm a little close. a new face, a new interface on iOS, and it's great. Pablo, hello, Pablo from LA. Pablo, I was just chatting with you. That sort of how do I get the new interface on my phone, and it's just here. So it's great, very clean. I like it. Anyway, I live draw here. I do something that I'm trying to get this fixed. Sorry. Draw something sometimes in the news, sometimes in the culture, sometimes just something I'm thinking about. Let's see who's there. Hello from Oklahoma City, Lindsay. I've never been to Oklahoma. Would love to go. In fact, I would love to drive across the country sometime and draw things, just draw everybody. Hello, greetings, C.S. Murphy. Good to see you. So yeah, you can upload apps to your phone and join us broadcasting. Follow me, and it'll let you know when I'm live. I've been drawing for the New Yorker magazine for over 40 years, and Haps News since last spring. It's really kind of interesting to do this on a regular basis, and Haps is a great place to do it because they specialize in live streaming, and there's a number of artists here on Haps. I may be the only political cartoonist, but I'm sure there'll be more in no time soon. Hi, Pablo. Anyway, so today's Thursday, and sometimes I have an idea for you, sometimes I don't. And today is one of those days where I don't really have a good idea. Hello, John from Rockville. Hi, John. Oklahoma City has great food. That's good to know, Lindsay. What kind of food do they specialize in? Do you specialize in? Turn this around. That's really good to know. You don't think Oklahoma City has good food, but why not? You know, most major cities in this country have good food, good restaurants to choose from. And I don't really know what you guys specialize in. I have two sketchbooks here, as you see. But I thought I would show you. I tried to come up with an idea today, and because I was watching the news and thinking about what direction I want to go into, and it's been a difficult idea-wise. It's been challenging, not difficult, just challenging for a political cartoonist because I've spent 4 years drawing about Donald Trump. And so now drawing about Biden is a little bit different. And I still could draw about Trump because he's still in the news and his followers are still in the news. But thank you, Pablo, for the award. You guys, if you want to give me an award while I'm broadcasting, you can do that. I don't really know where it shows up on your... Oh, down below. I think you just click the button on the lower right. And please tell me where you're joining me from. Oh, barbecue in Oklahoma City. That kind of makes sense. Southern comfort food. Yeah. I don't think of Oklahoma as Southern, but I guess it is. Anyway, I was looking at the news and I saw a bunch of stories that I could draw about. Trump is not going to testify at the impeachment trial, and that's not really a surprise. And no idea came out of that. I thought about putting him on a witness stand. But then what? You know, I don't really have a good idea for that. But I'll just draw Trump for you in his short pants because he's a bully. And he's not going to testify. I don't think he could testify, and I don't think he knows how to tell the truth. Sorry, I'm showing my opinion. So he's not going to do that. Let's throw some color on him. but it didn't rise to an idea. I wonder what he's doing right now. And another idea, something about vaccines, because there's vaccine envy out there. People are, and I have it actually. I tried to get to a site, and I got my county sent out an email, said there are appointments available. You'll get an email about it at 12 noon, and so I waited at 12 noon, and I clicked on the email when it arrived, and within seconds I clicked on the email that said here are some appointments, and there were none. So it makes me think that they were gone before the email even went out. So I'm not really envious. I think there's lots of people that need to get it before me. I'm safe and I'm healthy, so I don't really need it right now. Not traveling anywhere. I'd like to travel, but I don't need to. So where's my red? Nope. My red. I don't think I have red on this particular palette. There, sort of a red. But then I read something about Biden. I'm just letting you know how hard it is to come with ideas sometimes, and I don't really have a good idea today, so I'm just sketching for you. So Biden, whose face and head I still haven't quite figured out. If you put the aviators on him, then you kind of have a identifiable thing. But he's got pretty normal features, and he's got a bald head. It's kind of thin. That doesn't really look like him. So it's challenging. I haven't gotten it down. But I thought of doing something. Let's do this. He looks like he looks like somebody who's blind. I don't want to do that. Let's do it over here. Can you see? Hi, Blue. Anybody else joining us? Pablo, is there somewhere on the screen where I can see how many people are joining? I don't really see numbers. Your problem isn't ideas, Charles says, but the execution of them. Oh. Well, that's the problem. You don't draw? So anyway, Biden has been talking to the State Department and telling them what he's going to do internationally, and the headline was, what is he going to do internationally to fix or undo a lot of the things that that Trump did. See, his forehead's not big enough. So I thought of doing this, and you'll see what I'm going to draw in a second, but it doesn't work, and I'll tell you why. I thought, oh, this is a good idea. And then I thought, no, it doesn't work because it's implying, and I don't want to apply this because I don't know that that's true yet. It's implying that Biden is just putting a Band-Aid. Let's see, I can't even draw our country. Band-Aid on the United States. This is California. This is Florida. And I don't know that that's true. I think he's trying not to just put a Band-Aid on. He's trying to really make things better for people. And then I thought about vaccines, people getting them and giving them. And one thing I did think of, and I'll draw it. It's a cartoon that I drew the other day and submitted it to the New Yorker, but they didn't buy it, so I can draw it for you. I'm going to use actual pen. I'm not going to. I have to think for a second. Am I going to lay this out? Maybe I won't. I'll just do it really loose, and you can watch me try to make it work without making a mistake. Let's see if anybody else has joined us. Oh, you love that pencil. Who's that, John? Yeah, isn't that great? I got to find out the name of it. I'll find out the name and let you know what company makes it, because it's a wonderful pencil and it's just big. And I heard about it from my Spanish cartoonist friend. And I went out and got one. John's from Hamilton. What state are you from, John? Hamilton where? I'm glad you like this. Thank you, Charles. It says one watching now. Only one person? 17 live chats. Where are you seeing that? I'm looking at my phone and I don't see it. Yeah, looking around. But I see some of you have given me an award. I've got $4 chalked up here. That's great. Thank you so much. So this is a subject that I really have always enjoyed drawing. And oopsie. This is the problem with the pandemic. I still haven't gotten used to it. I have to turn that over because that's a nose, and I can't. The guy's wearing a mask. I can't start that way. So I want to have somebody wearing a mask. So I have to start with the ear. And my style is really loose. It's just the way it is, and that's what I like to do. Other cartoonists have very tight styles. It's cold out, so he's wearing a scarf. The one thing about Biden, they're talking about, Senator Coons from Delaware was talking about how the best thing we can do for showing our support for the international community is to vaccinate everyone in our country as best we can, as quickly as we can, and then help other countries do the same. That's how we show our support for the world. So this is a soubrette hot dog stand. I love drawing these. I've done many cartoons of this nature. And they look like this, some of them, and they also have very different ones. This is a little man. Soubrette stand. His little stool. Put the words on last. So. But I did this drawing for the New Yorker recently, and they didn't buy it. I do like 8 ideas. Oops, see, that doesn't, I should have fixed that. I do about 6 to 8 ideas a week, and they oftentimes don't buy anything, more often than not. But you can sell the cartoons to other places, and the more you draw, my feeling is the more you draw, the better you get. I don't need to put a woman here or a person here, but I'm going to. What kind of hair should she have? Trying to think if there's an added joke I could add to this, but I don't think so. I can't really think of it. I'm just going to do something a little silly. Oops. Yeah, she's holding her hands up for 2 fingers. Very strange dog. Sorry. Masks make it difficult to draw people and dogs. If you're putting a mask on the dog, it's just really not easy to figure out the anatomy of that dog. I guess that kind of works, but where's this other eye? I guess it's on the other side of his head. So she's holding up two fingers. um, this woman's trying to get a vaccine for her dog. Not allowed. Yeah. Sometimes pens they're just not wanting to work. Oh, what's wrong with this pen? I think I'm getting to the bottom of the ink well, and the ink is a little thicker, so. This is a meme that I've used many times. Cigarette stand. It's a great way to. Okay, that's my idea. I can't color it in right now because it'll bleed. Let's see if anybody's here talking. Hello from Dallas. Hi, Heavenly. Yes, I have. I sold the New Yorker. Thank you, Blue, for asking the question. I've been selling the New Yorker for 40 years. So I'm in the New Yorker this week if you want to check it out. Adam, thank you. Thank you so much for the award. I really appreciate it. John, are you a cartoonist too? You tend to start with the eyes? I tend to start with the noses or the top of their head sometimes. Thank you so much, Adam. Nice. That's a nice award. Hello, Lucky. Dogs have succumbed to COVID, as have cats? Really? Hi, Steve from Boston. Good to see everybody. I wonder if I could put some color on here, some at least the wash. New Yorker doesn't really run color cartoons much at all. At least the single panel cartoons, they don't. They did for a bit, and I had some in there back in the 90s when Tina Brown was the editor. She wanted to have color cartoons, and I sold a couple to her then. But then they stopped doing that. And actually, I was talking with the social media person who runs the social media at the New Yorker one day. I was interviewing her for a talk I was going to give, and I asked her about, how they use cartoons on social media, and they do publish they put a lot of the cartoons on social media. And she said that it's interesting because they're so black and white. They're always black and white. They're sort of iconic. The black and whiteness of them are iconic. So when people see a black and white cartoon, they typically think it's a New Yorker cartoon. And it usually is, because so many other people would tend to want color. Because color is, most artwork is color. I'm doing a regular cartoon also for a company called Adams. They make shoes, but they're really great company on Instagram. And the shoes are fantastic. They have these wonderful sneaker type shoes that are so comfortable. But then they're wonderful people, a married couple from Pakistan. And they asked me to do regular cartoon for them. And they're usually just black and white with a touch of color. And I kind of like the simplicity of that. Color doesn't, necessarily add anything unless the joke is or the idea is about color, you know. Uh, Sometimes you do a drawing that where it features like a carrot or something. You want to have the carrot red. Um, it's a little too much wash, but that woman's forehead bothers me just a little bit. That it's not there, so I'm going to add it, and I'll fix that with whiteout or Photoshop. So she's holding up two fingers. Anyway, so this is a sort of a political New Yorker cartoon. I've done political New York. I've done cartoons that are political for the New Yorker over the years. My first one was in 1984. Ontario. Oh, you're from Ontario, John. Wonderful. I've been to Canada, but only up above Maine, and I really want to go to different parts of Canada. Oh, that's some unfortunate comments on here. If you're not going to be pleasant, please don't join us. If you can disagree with my politics, but don't be annoying. Don't be rude. Charles, let's see. I don't do editorial cartoons, and certainly not for money, but I do one thing regularly, and the color is much appreciated. Many animals are susceptible to COVID. See, I had no idea. So this cartoon is sort of trying to fix her. Too much of this is bleeding down to her bottom of her dress. Give this guy some stripes here. Oh, I'm kind of speechless about that. Animals getting COVID. I know that COVID and different diseases like that are often um, in existence because of our closeness to certain animals. I don't know the science of it. But thank you, Heavenly. All right, well, I'm going to turn this around and say goodbye. So yeah, so join HAPS if you're so inclined. It's a really interesting new platform, and it's really fun. They have people from all over the world live streaming different things, different news shows, news talk, interviews. I know on some other HAPS networks being interviewed. So I was on one last night that HAPS sponsored of artists on HAPS, and that was really fun. It's a roundtable of artists on HAPS, and yeah, and I do this every weekday at 6 o'clock on the East Coast. I draw something. So if you want to join me, that'd be great. And if you want to give me an award, that's fantastic. If you would like to sponsor me, John is a sponsor. Pablo is a sponsor. You can sponsor me. It's like, do you know the platform Patreon for artists and musicians? Well, it's the same model in that you become one of my sponsors and one of my supporters and financial supporters and just in general support. It's really wonderful. So I don't get paid to do this live drawing thing, and I really appreciate any assistance you guys can throw my way. But join us at HAPS. It's really fun. And thank you for being here. Wear your masks, please, and stay safe and have a really nice weekend if I don't see you tomorrow. And I will see you either tomorrow or next week. Take care, everybody. Thanks for joining me. Bye-bye.